Man City get bizarre new fixture slot for crucial Premier League clash. Manchester City have been handed a rare Friday night fixture as they look to secure a Champions League qualification spot in the Premier League. City have been knocked out of the Champions League this season and face a fight to finish in the top 4 to book a place in the competition next term. 5th place will likely be enough, but there is plenty of competition from 3rd to 10th who will all fancy their chances of a top 5 finish. Pep Guardiola will hope that free midweeks without European football will be a boost for City's chances, and the Premier League have perhaps handed a helping hand by scheduling the home clash with Wolves for Friday, May 2nd. On one hand, that could give City an early chance to get points on the board in a crucial weekend where a lot of their rivals play each other or have tricky fixtures. On the other, City could have a strange run of facing Aston Villa on Monday, April 28 and Wolves on Friday, May 2nd. Without a weekend fixture for 2 weeks, that Villa game could be moved if either side are in FA Cup semi-final action on the final weekend of April, or if Villa have a Champions League game that week. It is only City's 12th Friday fixture in their Premier League history and first since the opening game of the 2023-24 season. The game will be shown live on Sky Sports with an 8 p.m. kickoff. City meets Real Madrid star's father. Real Madrid star Rodrygo has been in fine form in 2025 after a tricky 2024, which involved him again adapting his role to the addition of Kylian Mbappe this time round. However, the Brazilian has been showing in their Champions League knockout ties that he remains a valuable weapon for Carlo Ancelotti. Nevertheless, speculation that he could be on the move continues. For the most part, that speculation has belonged to Vinicius Jr. over the past 9 months, but with the best winners seemingly closing in on a new deal, the focus has again turned to Rodrygo. He has publicly maintained on a number of occasions that he is keen to remain at the club, but it has not stopped the likes of Manchester City and Liverpool taking an interest in him over the last few summers. Reportedly, Rodrygo turned down an approach from City last summer, however that has not stopped Pep Guardiola's side persevering. The former Barcelona manager is a confessed admirer of Rodrygo, and City are undergoing a squad overhaul this summer, with star names like Kevin De Bruyne and Bernardo Silva potentially moving on. According to Eduardo Inda on El Chiringuito, in recent weeks City have met with Rodrygo's father. Although he acknowledges that both father and Rodrygo's camp deny it, Inda claims that the meeting did take place 2 to 3 weeks ago, and during it, City offered him 2 key temptations. First of all, they are willing to give him a significant wage rise, and secondly, they will give Rodrygo the freedom to play on his preferred left side, something that seems impossible at Real Madrid. If the meeting did take place, this does not mean that Rodrygo will decide to leave Real Madrid, but it is the latest in a consistent string of stories about him potentially leaving for the Premier League over the last couple of seasons. Whether Real Madrid would be willing to do business is another matter, but certainly this season there have been concerns that Los Blancos struggle for balance with Rodrygo, Mbappe, Vinicius, and Jude Bellingham all in the side. Chelsea target shock move for Jack Grealish. Manchester City are ready to sell Jack Grealish in the summer transfer window, with Chelsea a possible destination, Team Talk understands, but there are 3 other top clubs keen on the England international while Pep Guardiola wants a German star to replace him. Grealish has been on the books of Man City since the summer of 2021 when he joined from Aston Villa. The England international midfielder became the most expensive British signing at the time after the Citizens decided to pay £100 million for him following his impressive performances for the Villains. The 29-year-old was expected to raise his game and develop into a world-class player under Man City manager Pep Guardiola, but he has had a mixed spell at the Etihad Stadium so far. While Grealish has won the Premier League title 3 times over, the FA Cup once, and the Champions League on one occasion with Man City, the England international winger has failed to establish himself as a regular in Guardiola's starting lineup. Despite Guardiola hailing Grealish as a fighter who has the sense of the street and can take on the opposition crowd on Man City's official website in February 2025, he is handed the Englishman just 6 starts in the Premier League this season. Team Talk understands that Man City are open to selling Grealish in the summer transfer window. Sources have told us that the defending Premier League champions will want to recoup as much as the £100 million they spent on him. AC Milan and Newcastle United have been confirmed by sources to have an interest in a summer deal for the 29-year-old. With his former club Aston Villa watching his situation closely too, Team Talk has also been intimated by sources that Chelsea have also been mentioned as a possible destination for Grealish, who wants to play at the highest level possible. It would be a shock move for Enzo Maresca's side because their policy has been mainly to sign young and promising players, although it must be noted that the Blues did bring in Raheem Sterling from Man City when he was 27. Echeverri loan move. One of the more exciting recent arrivals at Manchester City has been Claudio Echeverri. The young attacking midfielder arrived at the Etihad regarded as one of the more exciting Argentinian prospects for some time. Echeverri is a signing for the future for the world champions. As of yet, he is yet to make his debut for Manchester City, but now a new report suggests that Echeverri could complete a loan move to Lazio for next season. If that report is proven correct, it may be some time before we see Echeverri as a regular member of Pep Guardiola's squad. Italian publication Corriere della Sera has reported that negotiations between Manchester City and Lazio are underway over a potential loan move to the Serie A club for Claudio Echeverri. Furthermore, Corriere della Sera reports that Claudio Echeverri was reportedly spotted in Rome at a restaurant near Lazio's training facility. There is no further update on how advanced talks are between Manchester City and Lazio at this stage. It remains to be seen if Claudio Echeverri does complete a loan move to Lazio for next season, but perhaps that is the best move for Echeverri's development as a player. He is young, and although he is talented, he may not yet be ready to make an impact in the Manchester City first team. The step up to Manchester City's first team for a young player is steep, even for a player as highly regarded as Claudio Echeverri. It remains to be seen if Claudio Echeverri does go out on loan for next season. Perhaps a move to Serie A with Lazio will be a good move for the young attacking midfielder. The hope is that Echeverri does make his debut for City this season, but the next steps of his career may be taken away from the Etihad. What the immediate future holds for Echeverri is now a new story to monitor ahead of the summer transfer window. That's a wrap for today's City Insider. We've covered all the latest news, insights, and analysis on Manchester City. Don't miss out on any of our future content. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications to stay up to date with everything happening at the Etihad. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.